Edmund Hoyt is accused of shooting and killing Kelvin White in Chesapeake. That was in January of 2020. Today, his wife took the stand to tell jurors what happened before a fight broke out between the two men. Dana Smith was inside the courtroom, joining us live now in Chesapeake. Dana, what did his wife have to say today?
Well, today, Edmund Hoyt's wife, Jessica, told her side of the story. She said she called her husband after Kelvin White threatened her with a knife. Edmund Hoyt, a Norfolk police officer, is facing a voluntary manslaughter charge after police officers say he shot and killed Kelvin White while off duty in Chesapeake. His wife, Jessica Hoyt, said on that day she went for a walk to Food Lion with her two children in a stroller when she met White on the sidewalk. She told jurors she assumed White would move out of the way, but he didn't. So she told White to step aside so she could pass, but said White refused and took another step. Jessica Hoyt told the court she told White, "I have mace and I'm not afraid to use it." She said White told her he had a knife and would stab her in the face. She called her husband, who works in law enforcement. Jessica Hoyt testified it took 3 minutes for her husband to arrive. During that time, she said she and White stood there waiting. The defense and prosecution asked her why she didn't call 911 or back up. She told the court she was terrified, did not want to make any sudden movements, and trusted her husband to protect her. She said her husband arrived in his truck and immediately jumped out and drew his gun. Jessica Hoyt said the defendant identified himself as law enforcement and ordered White to the ground. She said White said, "I'm not getting on the ground." She said her husband holstered his weapon and tried to subdue White. She said while they fought, White drew a knife. She said her husband pushed him away, drew his gun, and shot White. The medical examiner who performed White's autopsy also testified today. He said Hoyt shot White 3 times with 2 bullets, hitting vital organs. I'm live in Chesapeake. Dana Smith, 13 News Now.
Thank you, Dana. Healthcare workers testified today that Kelvin White had a history of schizophrenia and sometimes skipped his medication.